And then the boot camp, I made 11 lakhs and some 60,000 rupees.
Yes, hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am very excited to share one of the achievers, an alpha star in our community, and that is Rajni. Rajni has done some amazing business, and what kind of business she's going to share. Her numbers are all ready to share with you. So, she joined the community, I remember, around 4 months back, 3 to 4 months, 4 months back, around February. 5 months back, around 5 months back. And that time I realized that, she's the right person to be in the community. And I told her that time itself that, we can really help you to scale up, and that was the beginning of our association. Rajni will be sharing what she does. And what do you exactly do, Rajni? Go ahead, please share with our community. What do you do?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Rajni, and I'm a special educator. So I work with little children. Actually, I work from 2.5 to my oldest student was 63. that was in Anand Ashram. That's an orphanage in Delhi. But yeah, see, that's an extreme side, 63. But otherwise, I work with generally children right up to age 21, 22. And I work with people who have a neurodivergent condition. That means their brain thinks differently. So to talk about it in normal people's language, जो थोड़े से ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, कहीं पे देख के मैडम आपका बच्चा थोड़ा सा, that kind of. So initially it used to hurt a lot, लेकिन अभी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है ना, इसे हाँ उसको autism बोलते हैं. So that's the condition. It's called autism. It is very prevalent in India, where we have in the world 1 in 55 children have autism today. That's the global statistics, and it's very unfortunate. I work globally, internationally, so I have students in Paris, in Scandinavian island, in US, and people are crying. People don't have the awareness how to deal with autism. They think it is madness. It is not. Autistic people are genius. They are like a puzzle. They're like a maze, and we don't know what to do with them. And parents discard them. So this is what I do. I work with these little babies, and I bring out the light in them.
So you work with the kids and you work with the parents, or you just work with the kids?
Absolutely. My area of work is it is something like a surrogate. So I'm working through the mother with the kid, not so much directly. I used to work directly with children, and that's primarily from where my entire experience came, until of course I met you, and I was literally breaking at the seams, tearing at the seams. I was so tired, and I wanted to get out of the one-on-one, because how much work can a human being do at the end of the day? I have this fundamental weakness of not being able to say no to children. And of course, there's a money angle also. And so if somebody would say that, no, I need your help. So I'm up at night on a time that is coherent to an American time or a Chinese time, and working with the kid. And I was very, very tired. I had voice nodules. I was tired in my body, and I could not sleep because of exhaustion. It was so much work. And I continued like this for like 14, 15 years of my life, continuously like a machine, initially with my son and then with students.
So basically, my next question was why you do what you do. You've actually shared that, and that is a similar situation is with your son as well. So that's why, you have entered into this, and that's what you're doing. And that's why that ETR, that experience in that. So how do you help these people? Like you have courses, programs, what live programs, recorded ones, what do you do?
So all my research, I put it into a module kind of a thing. And I was training the parents on the module. And I was telling them what to do at home. And at my end, I was doing either on an online or on an offline mode. I was working with children. And I'm a very strict teacher. So I don't mind scolding the parent also. And to an extent, they like me for it. Sometimes they love me for it because they get the results. People started to realize that autism is workable. And then it was like an avalanche. Student after student after student. Oh my God. I was laughing away all the way to the bank, but I was so tired in my body that plus I was working with my children and my house and everything, and I needed a breather. And at the same time, I did not want to not do what I was doing with kids. I wanted to increase it, and I was tired. And
so this was the challenge. Yeah, this is the challenge. Was the challenge you faced in your business was the time freedom was not there. You were working a lot and you were getting money, but scalability was an issue. So what worked for you then?
So I started 2017. I said, actually 2017, my husband got a very high profile offer from Reliance, like in the 20 core people with Mukesh Ambani. So obviously he said there is no looking back onto it. And I had my center in Gurgaon, and I also had built it up with a lot of effort. So I said, I'm not going anywhere. But then that fire in me to, no, I need to get back to this. I'm not doing anything if I'm not doing this. So my life is futile. And the concept of going to parties and enjoying with people was very, very alien to me. Like, what am I doing? And then I got back to what I'm doing. And then my students from Delhi started contacting me that we are missing you. That's when the first time, 2017, when I came to Mumbai, I started the online, but I had no idea. So I was doing the online and I was still carrying on the same mode which I was doing otherwise. And I'm doing online now. And again, one-on-one, one class, one kid. Then came Corona. And but in 2017, I started my YouTube channel. At that time, the only desire in my heart was, I don't want to die with this awareness that I have. I want to touch as many lives and see kids smiling. Probably it also comes from a place that as a kid, I always failed academically. And I was ridiculed. I was the worst looking in the family. I was ridiculed for that. I was fat. I was bad with mathematics. Every possible thing that you can imagine, not good with. I mean, I tried hard. I tried very hard, but somehow things just. So it was a very lonely childhood and I had nowhere to look because I did not have that support. So I always thought that I will be that support to my kid. And I fought for my son. I fought like a tigress. I did not allow any family member or outsider to mock him at the expense of taking all of that and absorbing it and growing strong out of it. And then I started spreading that to my students. I said, do not dare not stand up for your kid. And
how? Absolutely. That's a very, thank you for sharing. That's very, very touching. So how did you take it to more people? Like this mission, this emotion of yours, how did it, how did you take it to so many people? And if we can put that in numbers as well, how many you've taken to how many people and what kind of revenues you have generated? If we can know that would also be amazing.
So 2017, it wasn't about revenues at all. I just wanted people to protect their children. And I knew I had something with which they could. So I made video after video after video. So today I have 250 plus videos on my YouTube channel. And then I made 2 channels, one for Hindi. And it's just, initially I had a lot of, so it was 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, not much people in the fraternity, because this was a mad woman standing up and saying, it's not a disability. And this whole world is saying it is a disability, it is a disability. Because when you say it is a disability, it takes the responsibility off your shoulders to bring results to the kid. You can simply turn around and say, well, it's not going to work. It's a disability. We are trying our best. And Rajni refused to accept that. So somewhere I had a lot of people threw me out of their WhatsApp groups. If I would put my YouTube video there, they would throw me out. Or they would, so I would just go back to it like they removed you, but then I have the list of people. So very shamelessly, I'm sending each one that, and I wasn't earning anything out of it, but I'm like, try it before you discard it. eventually I made my own groups, people started coming in, and then the word of mouth started doing what it did. From 2017 right up to December of 2019, it wasn't my channel wasn't monetized. I did not know that that can be done. Then I met somebody who told me, who was a digital marketer, who told me you can do it. Actually, he wasn't a digital marketer, but he just said it to me and I believed it. So then I lost a bit of money there. But then, yeah, he did monetize my channel and did help me with a couple of things. And then by the time I realized, I said, no, this is cheating and it's not working. So that's the third difficult thing with me. If I realize somebody is pulling a fast one on me, then I do not worry about the consequences. I go and I say it like it is. So that person was out, and then I started looking for somebody else. So 2020 end, again, I came across somebody who was, who again promised a lot, and I kept awake at night making videos and doing things, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. Plus, he wasn't training me. He wasn't telling me what is it that I need to do. But by 2022 January, I was very, very desperate, and I started looking, and then I wasted some more money with somebody. It was a complete flop. And then I happened to, it's like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I attended a video sales challenge while I had already put some money somewhere else with a digital coach. But still, I don't know. I mean, a part of me, the brain said that, oh, but you have already, so why don't you try that? And I said, no, I want to look at this. And then it was like you say, the irresistible offer, but something connected. And I said, no, this is where I wanted to be. This is what I wanted to do. So 27th of February, by that time, from the silver level, whatever I'd learned, I took every word of what you said very, very seriously. And it felt to me that this is my last hope of, having my cake and eating it too. Like being able to rest also, breathe also, and maybe have time to go for a vacation also, and still be true to my purpose, because it was an either or situation for me. And so then I started working on it, and the script, I learned the sympathy script in that video sales challenge, and I applied, and I made my script right there. I didn't wait for the alpha level or something. So I just made it. And then I have a small team. So I called the person who's handling the agency, who's handling the advertisement and this and that. And I said, this is what we will do. So I had a website by then. And then whatever knowledge I had learning from you, I put it into small, I compartmentalized into small kind of packages and put it up together. And whatever I've done through my life, the book that I wrote, the books that there are 23 books, volumes I created for children. How to read, how to write, and those are workbook kind of things. So all of that, that knowledge I put together and made it into. And then learning from you, I went ahead and I just jumped. I was scared, but I said, let's do it. 27th of February was my first webinar. And most of these people were my old students. And they looked at the program and they jumped, because they had paid like 40,000 rupees for what now I was offering for 2,999. Initially, I was so underconfident. And I remember, like, when I told you, you said you have to increase the price, what you do. So I had a 68-70% conversion that month. And suddenly things had started to change. So I was like, okay, now one time, and I'm able to do justice to them. And I have time to breathe. I have time for lunch, because there were times that I was missing lunch also. That felt very, very nice. That was a happy feeling. And then whatever time I had, apart from, because it was a very gradual transition, I also needed money for the running expenses and everything. So I cannot simply stop the one-on-ones. Also, it's not about money. I will not stop one-on-ones until the parent is confident. So what I did was, all my one-on-ones, I started slowly the transition of the parents from one-on-one onto the program that go this side. Now, most of my parents, still there, few of them are there. So as I feel comfortable, I will transition them to the video program. And then it just started, and then you said to do 2 programs. By the time I had not joined alpha level. So then you said join alpha level. So I further went ahead, and for me, it was a scary thing. It was much cheaper at that time, 85,000 you offered it for. But for me, it was very scary because I have grown up listening to this, that you're no good, you're no good. And it kind of continued for quite some time. And I'm like, what if I again land up? And I had been cheated for quite some time. And I was like, okay. But then I just listened to my heart and my gut and said, I am not giving up on this one this time. I'm not giving up. And this is not going to prove the same way. Somewhere patterns change. This is going to work for me. So I went right ahead with it. I went to the alpha level. I learned. Sooner than I realized, we were planning for the boot camp. And the dream and the desire of traveling the world and seeing it on my own, not on my husband's money or somebody else's money. People around me are pretty rich. This is no problem. But then it still leaves me with the same hollow feeling that, oh, you can't do anything much, okay? You need somebody to support you. And hell, I was tired of that. So I said, no, I am capable of doing it on my own. I'm going to do it. And I went ahead. Needless to say, it was a lot of hard work putting together I always had all the resources, but to put them together on one platform and to create it in a way, and then to learn how to. So I was burning the midnight oil, but I was quite used to that kind of lifestyle. I was doing it. And then with shaky hands, I remember one fine day I'm messaging that, please send blessings. I have my first webinar, my first boot camp. And then we had our boot camp 9:30 to 5, 3 days. Whatever I knew, I just gave it to parents. And my first boot camp, and I got 21 people signing up out of 60 people.
And the price of?
40,000.
40,000. So around 8 lakhs.
8,40,000 rupees.
8,40,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was, and the investment was obviously out. And, it was the belief which shifted, that is this possible? And yeah, that became a reality for you because this belief shifted. And what really worked for you, if you would say, for video sales and the alpha level, if you can put it in 2-3 lines, some pointers, what would that be?
I don't know, but I believe in you. I believe every word of what you said. Maybe you just resonated with me at that level because I can see the sincerity with which you deal with all of us. It's the same sincerity. I identify that feeling. It's the same one that I work with my children. But then I felt the same care in you. And I just thought, I am not letting go of anything that this person is saying. He's genuine. He's saying the truth. So there were times when I'm walking the dog and I'm listening to the session, somehow managing, because I don't want to give up on the session. And whatever you told was very practical. I am yet to come across something that you said, and I would say, no, it did not work. So it came from a place of experience. Somewhere there's an absolute connect. Because these are the words I hear from my parents, that whatever you told us, I'm yet to come across that it will not. But yes, I worked hard. I put in my bit, and that's exactly how it is with my students. Some of my students are brilliant. Their children are the apple of the teacher's eye, and they're doing so well. But those are the people who will keep awake at night and do that because there's a deadline, because Rajni said so. They will do it. So it's the same way, and I understood that. And thank you for that never-ending support.
You're always there.
I am very happy, and I would say I'm happy because of you. Thank you.
Welcome. And you are an action taker, which we can see. So if you talk about numbers, let's talk about the coaching business, because you are part of coaching business. So what numbers say? How did you go from where to where, if you can quickly share that?
So I started with like 20 kids. That was the best I could do on a one-on-one. So my own therapy center, and then 20 kids, and went on to. So I never could, for some reason, go on to a model where, and that's a weakness with me, but I couldn't trust people that they will do as good a job as I do. I know that's a weakness. And so I never could have a team. I wasn't satisfied with their work. I trained them, but then I was like, no. So I did it on my own. So one-on-one. So from 20, when I came, 20, 30, the maximum I had was 50. And then when I came to here, this place, then I made my YouTube channel. I started influencing people. So I had subscribers going up. Today I have 10,000 plus people that I'm influencing directly, indirectly, through my books, through my various modules, Know Your Child program, advanced skill development training program, various programs, my YouTube, 2 YouTube channels. So around 6,000 on one and about 2,000 on another, and various things. So overall, about 10,000 people that I'm associated with. And it won't be wrong to say I'm a brand today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So your numbers, you were sharing, what kind of numbers you were doing before joining the community, and what kind of numbers you are doing today as your revenues?
Yeah. So before joining the community, I was using my YouTube channel and everything. I was like somewhere like about 3,000 people. So now it is 10,000 plus people.
Lovely. And in rupees wise, what has been your currency wise?
Yeah. So I was averaging to 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs on a month, where I would absolutely break my back and work. It would go to 3.5 lakhs. Because one-on-one, how much can you make it? And there was 1 month during Corona times where it went to a crazy 6 lakhs also. But I know the kind of effort I had to put in, and I was literally a zombie working so hard. And so, but then that is the last. That was the last. But with video sales challenge, and then going forward, the very first month I made 1,60,000. That was the first webinar that I did. So after profits and everything, 1,60,000. And then it just went on, and then you told me, go for 2, go for 4. I have still not been able to find the time to go for 4. I'm still cruising at 2 right now. I will make the time. But, and then the boot camp, I made 11 lakhs and some 60,000 rupees. Because
that is 1 month.
That is 1 month. That is 1 month. 1 month. Yeah. Because the boot camp was there 3 days. That was straight on 8,40,000. And then I had 2 webinars also. So after all deductions and everything, per webinar I was at 2.5 something. So I'm deducting everything, all my expenses. So that was what I made. And
that was a profit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely. So and with that profit, you went for a holiday.
I went US. I went to meet my sister. I had 15 days of vacation. Can I believe this? 15 days of vacation. Someone who doesn't have time to go to washroom. And something also had healed in me. So I had delegated, because these were the people who were trained on my module. So I knew that they knew. So I delegated, and they took care of the groups in my absence, and work went smoothly. There were 3 people, the mothers again. And I said, okay, you will take care of the younger mothers.
These were your community members.
They were my community members. So now what you had said, that, one of the sessions you had said that when we start training people, you are not doing that. So that also I saw started to happen. And yeah, so this time it was my second webinar. And today we touched 15 students on a total turn up of 30 people.
Wow. That's 50%.
That's 50%. Yeah.
So what's your vision ahead, Rajni? How do you see yourself, your business, your numbers, your community members growing? Say next 1 year. What do you think?
For the day I die is that this world will accept autism as just another way of being. and people will be given jobs, and they will be heard, and they will be respected by family members and outsiders alike. And yeah, 5 years from now, I am going to be. I am a multimillionaire anyway. But 5 years from now, I am going to be. That's my dream, that I will be operating from America, closer home to my sister,
Lovely.
and I will have 5 years from now, I will have 1 lakh people in my community.
Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant. Great job. Rajni, you've been an amazing community member, an action taker, and always on toes and, working and helping people and creating that beautiful world, which, we need uh, for special people around us. And that's great. Thank you so much for your time, Rajni. Really, really means a lot. And any closing words for people who are thinking to join the community and how JMAC can help them?
Guys, first of all, thank you so much. I truly don't think, and I did not think, and I don't think now also that I deserve to be here talking to you like this. But anyway, thank you. And the last words for people, anybody, guys, listen to your heart, work hard, associate with a purpose, and please don't let go of this man.
Lovely. Thank you so much. That was really, really nice of you to take out time and share your journey with us. Guys, if you're interested to join our community, you can find the free masterclass just below this video in the description. You can find the link of that and you can meet me there and then become the part of the community. If you are the right fit, just jump in and let's work together as we work with Rajni. Thank you so much and see you the next time. Bye-bye.